Hello, everyone. Welcome to GNU according to CD. That is Government of National Unity. So, continuing on online newspapers, I came across The Citizen with a rather not surprising headline, but shocking. To be honest, I'm not surprised, but I'm shocked. Anyways, this article was published on the 9th of September 2024 at 20 past 2, and the journalist is Jared Westerdale. A right of the citizen. Listen to this headline and don't choke. Please don't choke. All right, because I choked on my saliva. I don't want to allow that. Word. Anyways, this is the headline. Are you sitting down? Sit down. I recommend that you sit down. If you're a South African citizen and you are listening to this video, please sit down. Just take a seat. Are you seated? Okay, great. Here's the headline. Over 6,000 foreign nationals are employed in government departments. Okay, wait, whoa. Okay, breathe. Take a breathe. Good, breathe. Now let's continue reading. The number of foreign nationals in government is less than 1% of the overall position available in state employment. The number of foreign nationals employed by the South African government has been noted in Parliament question and answer session. Minister of Public Service and Administration Mzamo Buthelezi answered questions on the matter posed by Action Essays Dr. Tebucho Lehlape. There were 6,220 foreign nationals in the government employ as of 31st July, according to Buthelezi's written response on 4 September. Fraction of state workers. However, the minister highlighted that the figure represented a minuscule percentage of the government labor force. The response stated that an estimated 1.2 million people were employed directly by the state, making the foreign complement just 0.5% of the overall staff. The Public Services Employment Regulations are governed by the Constitution and the Public Service and Immigrations Act. A constitutional court ruling from 1996 states foreign individuals with permanent residency status enjoy the same rights as South African citizens, including in employment. The 6,220 includes temporary employees appointed for specific functions, themselves having been granted the appropriate permits. Provincial department breakdown. The stats provided by Purcell did not reflect the levels of education held by the foreign nationals. However, it broke the down portfolios that have been benefiting from the imported workforce. In the nation's economic and administrative hub, health and education were the portfolios with the highest number of foreign representatives. This split was evident in all 9 provinces, with health and education making up at least 60% of all foreign appointees. Overall, Gauteng's administration has the highest concentration of foreign national employees with 1,705, Mpumalanga and KZN are second and third with 653 and 647 respectively. The provinces with the lowest foreign representation are the Western Cape with 353, Limpopo with 291, and the Free State with 235. In additional administrative structures, there were 724 positions occupied by those born outside of the country. Higher education and training made up 291 of those positions, while justice and constitutional development had 201. The stats breakdown excludes the Ministry of Defense and the State Security Agency, which for me is a little bit concerning. What if we go to war with their country? Are they not going to sabotage us? I'm just asking. I'm just asking. With all that's going on, wouldn't they like sabotage us? I'm just asking. Constitutional development as well. That is why we also have people basically, when South Africans are crying about illegal foreigners, they jump with the Helen Suzman to speak against South Africans. Now it's making sense because I don't think these people are loyal to South Africa. I don't care whether they are permanently here or they have permits to work. No, clearly, I don't think they do have the best interest of South Africa at heart. So now they're just talking here about those that have permits to work in our government departments, not the illegal ones. However, though, it's also going to be interesting if the same what do you call this person? The stats provider is it Puzzle, PERSAL. That's the survey company that did this survey. It will be also interesting if they also found out how many illegal foreigners that stole South African identities that are working in government departments. Because I can tell you, I've been to Home Affairs before and I've been attended by somebody. I was like, you are so not South African. You sound very much Zimbabwean to me. And we've been stopped by SAPS police officers before, and I think I did share the story that about two or three that had attended our vehicle, they were Zimbabweans, not South Africans at all. And there are a lot of them also in our metros and municipalities, especially if you go to Limpopo, because in Limpopo they only count for 291, obviously these legal ones. But what about the illegal ones? Hmm? What about the illegal ones? But this is still a shocking number to think about it, because if anything, if South Africa had to be compromised militarily, those guys can turn on us and they know the buttons to press. How safe are we at the end of the day? Were they vetted? I don't know, guys. Honestly, I'm uncomfortable. I'm not surprised, but I am shocked at the number of foreign nationals that are working in our government departments. Am I saying they shouldn't? No. If there's scarce skill that South Africa does not have and they fill in those scarce skills, then I have no issue. But I am also shocked to see that the education department also hires them, and yet we have South Africans that are sitting at home with teachers' degree. They went to university and learned how to be teachers, but they are sitting at home. Why are we having foreign nationals in our schools, in our universities? Maybe in the university I can understand because not everybody goes all the way to becoming professors. Maybe they go as far as being just a lecturer, but I can understand that. But in high school, high school, that is inexcusable because there are South Africans that have teachers' degrees and they're sitting at home, twiddling their thumb, waiting for the Department of Education to hire them. So I didn't understand that part. The other part that I also didn't, that makes me very uncomfortable is justice and constitutional development, as well as they say they excluded the Ministry of Defense and State Security. What? What? Mm-mm. No, 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 no. That to me, it does not sit well at all. So we need more information. We, especially those that are undocumented. Okay, obviously they are documented because they stole South Africans' identity to actually get a job in government. They need to do a thorough investigation there because listen, a South African can tell that this is a South African, and a South African can tell this is not a South African. They are the ones, they need to create a hotline for them and say, hey, my colleague who sits next to me, the desk on my left, they're not South African. We suspect that they bought or they corrupted their way into this office. That's something that needs to be done. There are a lot of South Africans sitting at home and foreign nationals that are not supposed to have been working there took their place. There's no way. 1.2 million employees of government in South Africa? I'm shocked at the number. I thought it would be more than that. Probably 3 million. But it is what it is. I don't know what your thoughts are, guys, regarding this information. But for me, like I said, it's not surprising but shocking at the number of foreign nationals that are working in our government. Other than that, guys, let's see each other in my next video. Goodbye.